G'day, Charles Touma here. Now, it's well known that in the 1920s, Surry Hills was a brutal area, but I've been digging around to see actually how brutal it was. May Smith, who was a dressmaker that lived on Terry Street, witnessed the carnage from the front window as she worked. As a witness in court over a murder, she said that the stabbings and other acts of violence were a frequent occurrence. She told the court that if she was to report every criminal act she witnessed, she'd absolutely get no work done. She worked at a sewing machine with a gun beside her. In court, she went on to say that as bad as Terry Street was, at her previous Surry Hills home on Upton Street, somebody would get choked out the back gate every evening. Smith said she moved houses as she couldn't stand the constant grueling sounds. Upton Street was part of the Brisbane Street slum area that was cleared in 1924, eventually becoming what is now Harmony Park. People simply had to resort to crime as a means of survival in the bleak areas where brothels, sly grog shops and illegal gambling dens were all over Surry Hills. Terry Street was described in the Sun newspaper at the time as a mysterious, shadowy lane. Sophia Street ran into Terry Street and was another very dark street at night where the classic local caper was to hide in the shadows, then trip an unfortunate passenger over, hit them a few times and take his cash. Charles Kennedy got a lot worse. The poor bloke had just had a good win on the horses and pocketed his winnings, but he also was followed and shot dead by the back of his head and robbed by Frederick Riordan and his sister Esther Eggers in Sophia Street in 1922. May Smith knew Eggers and Riordan. She said she must have witnessed at least 20 assaults by the pair. Dark times, but that's how Surry Hills was. Now, I've been selling in this area for 20 years. My name's Charles Touma. My office on Thurlow Street's always open for you to come in and have a chat.